You guys, welcome to almost 2018. For now, welcome to the Elements of Spirit readings for the week of December 31st, 2017, which will take us into 2018. 2017, bye! Bye! Love you. Bye! Alexa, stop. Welcome to the Elements of Spirit readings for the week of December 31st, 2017. The word for the year is integrity, right? Authenticity, we talk about a lot. Authenticity, authentic expression of self. But authenticity can sometimes be an ideal, right? That you reach towards, that you always reach towards, because you can always be more authentic. You can always be more yourself. You can always be more present, always be more loving. Integrity is when you ascertain a certain amount of understanding and awareness of what it means for you to be authentic, and you hold yourself accountable for that highest standard of self-expression, right? So authenticity might be the standard, but integrity is when you live up to the standard. And if the standard of authenticity is way the fruck up here, pull it down. And be as you are now, and know who you are, and be as you know who you are, or at least strive to aspire to that, to be accountable for what authenticity is for you, what it means for you, and then you have integrity, right? Why? Because you are all we need, right? Not somebody else, we need you. We don't need you to be someone else or to be wasting all of your energy wishing you were someone else or wishing you were someone you used to be, who is essentially someone else. We need you as you are. And what I learned in 2017 is that there are so many mysteries kicking around inside of you, inside of me, inside of you, inside of us, that are also who we are, right? New and gorgeous levels of integrity, right? Of reformed self, reformed consciousness, someone who learns something about love or about life or about peace or about giving, and who then lives in that way forever, right? Or someone who knows something or creates something or does something that nobody else in the world could have done. If you are that person and you are not being 100,000,000% you right now and striving for that authenticity in all moments, or in as many moments as possible, you won't achieve the integrity which allows you to bring forth the manifestation of the truth of who you are. That work which you're here to do, that being which you're here to give, that service which you're here to offer. And my gut says that, we are the best tools that we have to fix the problems that we've ultimately created for ourselves as a race. And we can get really down on ourselves as human beings and just start looking for, all of the tools, that we need to, charge our superpowers up. But, we are the tools we need. We have the superpowers we need. And my feeling is that those superpowers are behind a door, which is your understanding of yourself, right? And you have the key, right? To unlock the truth of who you are, to allow those gifts to spill forth. So basically I'm saying, chances are, if you need to be, to let go of integrity, right? If you don't care about authenticity, right, or integrity, then chances are the gifts that you have to offer the world are not going to come out, because you're going to be using someone else's gifts, right? Or using a gift that's been used before. And that's fine. That can lead you to the place that you ultimately need to go, to that space of truth where you're like, wait a second, I'm it. And what I need and what we need is inside of me. And I just think there's something magical that happens when you go looking for that door inside of yourself and attempting to open it, right? Even when the shitstorm is raining. We talked about so many shitstorms in 2017, all of the things that were raining down on us, and how peace is great when it's on top of a mountain, but peace is better in the middle of a shitstorm. Balance is wonderful, right, on sure footing, But balance is dynamic and incredible and informative and transformative on shaky ground in the midst of an earthquake, right? So, point is, there's never really a good reason for you to be someone else or think you should be someone else, right? There's actually never anything wrong with you. Maybe your choices don't support. Maybe your choices are not as integral, right? They don't support your integrity. They don't allow for the understanding and expression of your authenticity. That's okay. It doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. It just means that you have a new awareness between who you really are and how your choices have manifested, right? And the idea of integrity in 2018 is to not have a fixed understanding of who you are and what choices to make, but to know that if you don't aspire to integrity, there's probably a lot more people in the world who are also not aspiring to integrity, to an ideal, to a loftier understanding of what it means for you to be authentic and to live your life with authenticity, aspiring to that standard of authenticity, thereby creating a state of integrity in you and around you. There's so little we can control, but you can be a leader. You can control yourself, right? You can look at yourself. You can inquire into your gifts. You can be generous with those gifts. You can also, something we talk about so much, hold on to those gifts, take care of those gifts, take care of yourself as the gift that you are, so that you can then continue to offer the gift that you are so generously, right? Yeah, I thought this was going to be, we're going to go into the ether. I thought this was going to be like an intro taping, but we're going into the ether. What's in the ether? Only you can know the truth of who you are. Others can reflect it and add to it, but they cannot say, there, that's it, unless you already know, in parentheses, on some level. Be brave. Be brave in your expression when you have an awareness of being as you are. Somewhere under here is that sense of, you know me, I love an abstraction, but I'm trying to make this more concrete for you. Somewhere in here is this understanding of, whoa, this is who I am. I am in my wheelhouse. I am where I need to be. And just remember, this is the ether. This is the reading for everybody. It's, there's the truth bump. So whenever I doubt and I get truth bumps, that's my sign to really be brave and say, hey, that's who you are. Share it really strong. This window that we talked about last week between the end of Mercury retrograde and the end of the year and these random days in between Christmas and New Year's, 27, 28, 29, 30, those sorts of days. There has the effect of the vacuum of the holidays and the Mercury retrograde and Jupiter and Scorpio is actually leaving us all with a sense of authenticity and integrity. I thought it was just me, but the idea is that you've gotten some sort of awareness and understanding of who you really are, and you felt it in your heart in the last, I don't even think it was in the last week, I think it was in the last few days. So what happens now over the first few days of this week is you get reflections in this, Auld Lang Syne kind of vortex, you get reflections from people that you haven't seen or from people that you see all the time, just with this beautiful swirl of nostalgia. Pay freaking attention to what people say to you, because normally I would say don't listen to what they say and just look for what's inside of your heart. But what the guidance here is saying, others can reflect it and add to it, but only you can really know what it is when it's there. So consider that a seed of authenticity has been planted in you. And now people around you, friends, loved ones, I believe, are going to reflect that authenticity back to you and give you an understanding of your integrity, right? Of not just who you really are, but how well you're doing at playing to this standard of who you really are. That's pretty beautiful. And then the idea is that they couldn't do that unless you had somehow already felt it inside of yourself. So the homework that you've got to do when someone points something out to you and is like, I see you, bitch. That's who you really are. This is what you're here to do. This is your space. This is your happy place. I've never seen you happier, or I've never seen you more sad, or you were so sad, but now you're so happy. Whatever hits, right? In the metaphysical psychic healer realms, we call these a ping, right? Whatever pings, whatever gives you that hit, right? Pay attention to it, because it's not because their truth is so true that it's waking you up. It's because the truth that's being reflected to you is coming from the light that's inside of yourself. But what the guidance here says is that only you can know the truth of who you are. Only you know when that reflection is catching that light, right? That light, right? Or that light, right? Beautiful. Your affirmation for this week, for the ether. I love and respect myself and all beings. I love and respect myself and all beings. I love and respect myself and all beings. And this kind of lets us pull it in, drinking in that cosmic love and respect. I love and respect myself and all beings, blowing that love out to everyone. You don't have to do it that way, but it may create a nice kind of hammock of cosmic love and expression, self-love and self-expression, which could feel really good if you do it for a little while, maybe even with a timer, 5 to 10 minutes, or use it as you need it. And remember, as always with these affirmations, use them especially if you don't believe them, right? I love and respect myself and all beings. If that makes your butt clench, say it like 5,000 times and see how you feel. Say it until you believe it. I've told you before, but my favorite yoga teacher ever, Mary Nichols from Upper West of Manhattan, she always said, if you hate your thighs, lie to them until they believe you. So retraining yourself, right? If you meet resistance in the repetition of any kind of affirmation and you aspire, right, to make your higher standard something along the lines of I love and respect myself and all beings, right? One would say, right, bodhisattva mind is like, I love and respect myself and all beings at all times, super exquisitely, until an explosion into the realms of Satchitananda, right? Satchitananda, right? Existence, consciousness, and bliss. So let's be really clear here, people. Peace and bliss and enlightenment are possible here and now. Not so that you can go dancing about on the yogic planes of bliss and enlightenment, but so that you can ground that frequency here and now and every day for the rest of your life, so that the light is stronger than everything, right? So that the light shines through everything. so that that light can transform and integrate all of us, all of humanity, the human body, right? Not in terms of my human body, but our human body, the global body, the planetary body of humanity, so that we can understand what it means for us to be authentic beings. What is the most authentic expression of humanity? And how can we hold ourselves to that standard until humanity is not only authentically expressing ourselves, but doing so with integrity, with a shared awareness of the highest ideals of what that expression could be, right? If we just reached for it or aspired to it or loved ourselves and each other until there was no choice but to be the fullest embodiment of that expression. So, with that, I love and respect myself and all beings. I will see you on the flip side of the new year. I'll see you in air, fire, water, and ether first. Love you so much. Thank you for being with us. We are past the 1-year anniversary now. I think the 1-year anniversary was like December 12th. I may have mentioned that before, but we're into the 2nd year of Elements of Spirit. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Even though I don't tweet, at Edible Spirit. I do tweet, but at Edible Spirit. And then YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/Edible Spirit, or go to the website, ediblespirit.com, and join the mailing list there, because there's gonna be stuff changing. I wanted it to be January 1st, but looks like we're gonna be going with the astrological new year this year. So stay tuned, because I try not to fill your inbox with stuff. Usually no more than 1 or 2 emails a month. But we're doing stuff now at Edible Spirit that's going to be unfurling and unrolling over the next few months. So follow, join the newsletter, follow on all these other spaces, and stay tuned for more in 2018. I love you guys so much. Thanks for giving me the space to be the authentic weirdo that I am, and to explore what integrity means for moi and for Edible Spirit. So thank you. It's just a great pleasure to be here with you every week. So have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful new year, and I'll see you in 2018. Bye.